This is where I have Chubby, if I'm playing quick counter. Anyone with 88 proficiency, you're getting the most of your players. I experimented with finishing, with passing, experimented with speed for defenders, and I decided that I need this type of builds for my players. And if you have a similar player, you can try to build that them in a similar way. Need some additional builds of my players. I have a separate video, I'm gonna be linking that as well. But this is where Mbappe, I decided that this is the final ultimate build of Mbappe, free Mbappe card. I'm achieving good dribbling numbers. In fact, this is crazy, bro. This is a fantastic card. And good finishing, it's a free card, bro. Like, you're given a insane card. And he has good kicking power, good speed, good balance. And this will be the build of Mbappe, very solid. And speaking of Havertz, I'm not regretting getting him. In fact, I'm regretting I didn't get Havertz instead of Jorginho on my console. That is where I'm playing Lukaku, because the playstyle that I'm using, not hoofing the ball a lot, but sometimes you need to win aerial duels, and you need to win them in the middle of the park. This is where I signed Lukaku on my console account. I'm gonna be showing the builds of my players there in a second as well. Decent dribbling, right? 80s with the manager boost. Has good passing, 80 is more than enough, and most importantly has the additional passing skills. So this is where on console my Mbappe has through passing and advantage passing, and he is insane passer. Like, he's just perfect. Everything that he's doing on the pitch is I have no complaints at all. And then this Havertz, I also give him some passing skills like weighted pass and one-touch pass. So now he has aerial spirit and heading. He's winning headers convincingly. So speaking of English players, packs, I didn't retrain anyone except for Bellingham, I think. All the, like, my English players review video, you can see there. But this is where Bellingham is getting this build. And I think this is perfect. You can't complain at all, because you're getting fantastic stats in terms of dribbling, right? It's good. It's not like 19 dribbling, but you don't need that, I think. When you're getting 88 in passing and 88 in finishing, you're getting very bad curl, so that's why he's gonna be missing sitters when you're curling at times. And it happened for me on console. It happened for me on mobile, on console. I missed, and I played with one of you guys, Liverpool, I think. That was one of the Legends Club members. He was curling, he was cutting angle perfectly with Mbappe. His Mbappe had 93 finishing. And still that curl was 80, only 80. And goalkeeper saved it, right? It was Schmeichel in goal, but it was a sure goal scoring opportunity, 1v1. Just goes to show that finishing stat is something that it is so random that you would rather like improve something that makes an impact in the game. So that is where balance is what is important, I think. Acceleration and speed. So this Bellingham gets only 89 balance. You can have an argument of improving that, but I like this build still. I like this build because we're getting good numbers in speed, and we're getting to the threshold of 85 where this manager, right? So you see kicking power and speed are at 85. And because we're using 88 proficiency manager, it is improved not by 2 points but by 3. So reaching that threshold of plus 3 points is important. This Bernardo Silva is a nice card as well. Great dribbling, great passing. So what I'm aiming to get on my midfielders, 90 passing, dribbling 90 plus, and good pace, right? Acceleration so that they're explosive, and great balance, of course, is nice as well. This Modric is just like epitome of this good player in the midfield who can not only organize, like, look at this. Cinema, bro. This is cinema, man. Crazy defensive awareness, in addition to all of his passing and dribbling skills. And he's not extremely pacey, but he can do the job, and he has great balance. And all the added skills are there as well. So for Bernardo, for instance, my skills are as follows. So I added him some, like, he only waits to get a double touch here. And for Bellingham, my skills are like this. Maybe blocker is not that important. I just like to have defend here a lot with Bellingham, and he has a little bit of defensive skills, so he has interception already by default. Now he can block as well. If opponent is performing a pass or something, he can block it more convincingly maybe. This is Casemiro's additional skills. Casemiro is, I decided to give him a try after I stopped using Rice. It's not like Rice is bad, it's just like I decided to give a try to Casemiro. I retrained him as well. This is the build for Beckenbauer, crazy card. I give him additional skills. In fact, the skills that he has are better for, I would say, midfield play. Because this Beckenbauer is crazy good as a build-up player with this one-touch pass, heel trick, track back. Look, track back is a skill that you need to give to every player on the pitch, because, like I said before, when you're not active or you're controlling a different player, how do you think your opponent, what dictates the behavior of your opponent who is on the ball, right? Your opponent's player who is on the ball. How close your other players are around him. Whether he has the freedom to dribble, to pass the ball, or to run into an empty space, or he's forced to perform a safe pass. Your goal is to ensure that your opponent is forced to perform safe pass as often as possible, and what you're doing is you're covering the lanes for these passes with your free players. This is where trackback or high aggressiveness on a player, this is where Wilshere is great for this exact purpose. This is the build for Wilshere. Free Wilshere from penalty challenge, where I gave him good defensive skills. I rebuilt him just today, I think. Where he has 95 or 94 in aggression. He's gonna be running around and trying to become a nuisance for your opponent's midfielders. And this is exactly what you want to do. Without controlling a player, he's already there and preventing your opponent from doing some damage to you. There's Costacurta build. There's additional skills on Costacurta, actually. I gave him pinpoint crossing because even as a defensive midfielder, fullback, in fact, I gave him proficiency. He can play as a left midfielder. I do that sometimes. But as a defensive fullback, he is sometimes still appearing like in a position where he can cross. And I scored a very fun goal with him as well, where I was attempting to cross, but it turned out to be a very, very fun goal. So this is the goal. You can see, check it out. So as you can see, I'm dribbling with Totti to Modric. And Costacurta has pinpoint crossing, but look at what he's doing, bro. Insane. This is insane. This is what Costacurta can do. Good kicking power, because we gave him good speed. And yeah, it was a fluke probably. I was crossing, of course. But no, I was taking a shot. Sorry, I take it back. So this is the build of Costacurta. So this is the build of Costacurta, and this is where we're giving him 85 speed, right? This is where I use him usually as a center back, but even as a defensive fullback, this is more than enough. Great defensive abilities, good aggression, and good speed, right? You don't want to have the gap of speed and acceleration on any player more than 10, I would say, because acceleration is important. Acceleration is how fast you're reaching that speed, and depending on the playstyle that you're using, like long ball counter is not that important, but for quick counter, entire defensive line is very high. So what you need to do oftentimes is just like chase players, and that is where pace of Costacurta trust. This game is built even if you're facing 99 Mbappe, pace Mbappe, right? Is still this Costacurta will be catching up with him. This Saliba build looks like this. It's a solid defender. I didn't change that, same as usual. And this Wan-Bissaka is special. Like I give him additional proficiency. He can play as a center back. I think it's better to use him as a right midfielder. This Wan-Bissaka as a center back is not him. He's crazy fast though, right? You can see he has 85 defense awareness, aggression 95. He doesn't need trackback, but I gave it to him. I can show you the skills on Costacurta. Yeah, I showed you that as well in a second. I'll show you the skills on Wan-Bissaka. And I want to show you as well skills on Saliba, which he lacks 2 skills. And with these 2 skills, I can sleep well, knowing that when I consider the goal, it's not that the absence of sliding tackle or fighting spirit that was the case. Sliding tackle, it's not like you're using sliding tackle to intercept the ball all the time. It's more about like automatically you're matching up, opponent takes a shot, and Saliba jumps, plunges into like a sliding tackle and stabs or blocks the ball. I gave the same skills to Saliba on console too. And fighting spirit helps, even when Saliba is on low stamina, helps him to still perform. And these are my bench player. I retrained my Neymar today. So this is my Neymar build. I wanted to give him 90 tight possession. After having experience with this crazy... This Neymar is arguably the best player in this game, bro. This Neymar is the best player in this game, hands down. This is the build. And why? Just because look at this, man. I gave him some additional skills, mostly for passing. I need to give him through passing. He gets 97 in dribbling. Look, the manager improvement is going to be 101, 100 or 100 to tight possession and dribbling, 95 to ball control, good finishing, curl 90, and he's crazy fast as well. And phenomenal balance. Like the ball is glued to his feet, and that's what I wanted to replicate with free Neymar. And this is where I give him this build. And additional skills to Neymar would be as follows. I don't want to change any additional skill. I feel very comfortable with what I gave him. I think all of these are important. The only thing is long-range curler, but already today, we played the game, I gave long-range curler to Bellingham, and I scored a goal from a specific angle inside the box. And I was like, probably long-range curler is also influencing on the effectiveness of your curlers inside the box, and that's something that I had problem with Bellingham. He was missing sitters at times. And then when I gave it to Bellingham, I gave it to my Neymar. I feel like it's nice. There's an argument you can give a lot of different skills to Neymar as well, like long-range shooting, for instance. I'm fine with that. Like, his kicking power is not good enough to score the screamers, you know? Isak, very reliable player for me, has all the good skills, like through passing, one-touch passing, super sub, soul control, flip-flop, I think, for the special double touch. It's a crazy card. This Maradona, this is how the build will looking like. I need to give him one-touch passing. I give him some additional skills. In fact, double touch, special double touch has that now with additional skills. And that is where it is very effective. Actually, you can see that instantly on console. The way you're separating from a defender once you perform special double touch. Some people like classic double touch. You don't need it. Aerial superiority. This Maradona, after I gave him aerial superiority, now starts winning headers. It's insane. It is insane how effective that is. So don't disregard that skill. I give aerial superiority to my Bernardo Silva as well. So now he's contesting these headers, making all of these deflections, like not making the job for defenders and especially like right backs, who sometimes can be fragile and not good in the air. Not making their job easy to like instantly regain possession and start an attack. This is my Ruben Neves. I need to give him additional skills to start like trusting to him, trust him when playing in my team. This is my Petite build, another free card that I get. Like, look, we're reviewing currently like a free team, and I'm gonna be jumping into like my boosters in a second. So these are the stats, and these are the additional skills. I gave him through passing just recently. And this is Vieira, free carry over Black Ball Legend Vieira. If you played past games, you have this card. If you're not playing that, it's well, the thing is with Vieira, why I like this card, just like because he has long legs, and it's just like in the card, like he may not look like he's exceptional in terms of like intercepting, right? He's only 84 defensive awareness, but his legs are long, bro. Like, he's intercepting everything. And I gave him some skills, and I need to decide either track back or blocker to give him. I don't have blocker currently, so I may just call it a day and give him track back. So these are my cards. Like, look, these are the cards that I rarely use in my starting 11, but I like them. I give some nice skills to my Davis, Alphonso Davis. Has now special double touch, and he has some good defensive skills. He needs some more. He needs like blocker, man marking maybe. And this is Kunde. And this is the progression for Kunde. Very reliable player. It's just like my current setup is very good defensively. When I want a little bit more fun with my players, I can start like this. And this is Stones. Look, he lacks a lot of skills. I gave him man marking, I think. He's still selling me, man. Something is wrong with this player. He has phenomenal stats, but just like something is not clicking, man. Look, this is crazy card. And I gave him some skills. Man marking, blocker, track back, no look pass is just a random skill. So this is the free team. And now let's take a look at my premium team, where thanks to your donos, thanks to your support, we managed to achieve this. And this is so scary to look at, and it's very difficult to look. I feel like I'm not worthy to use these cards. That's why I use them occasionally in events. Playing with this full boosted team, some of these players need additional skills, but some of them are fantastic. And this is the new build of Son. I retrained my Son. So the idea for the Son, he has the Blitz Curler. It's a unique skill that only a few players have. And I made a few videos on this. So I downgraded his dribbling. I feel like having good balance is more important than dribbling. And his balance was very low. So even with 90 in tight possession, he was moving like a track. So very, very annoying. Now I want to test that 85 balance. He should be able to be more agile when escaping opponent's tackles. And he has now a little bit more acceleration and better attacking awareness. So his positioning with 95 attacking awareness, he's going to be always in the right place and always escaping opponent's pressure. So that's nice. This is Del Piero. This is the progression for Del Piero. I think I changed it slightly, ever so slightly. He needs additional skills. I gave him a few, but he needs more, right? He needs no double touch, of course. This Sheva build, I think I retrained him slightly as well. Fantastic card for me. I gave him 5 additional skills. He's a lethal striker. Watch this. This is a lot of these games. I was trying to get a lot of GPs. I was simming my league events. That's like 30 games. And I'm simming all the Italian events. And so like he's not scoring there, but he is a goal a game player or goal assist a game. He is just like long shots with him are a cinema. This is Messi with additional skills. He needs one. And I think it's going to be heel trick maybe. Yeah, I'll think about that. And this is the build of big time Messi. I tried to give him good pace. So this is where 14 points in lower body. This Bernardo is a free card. Like it was my free try, but it's still good enough to start in this team. Davids is probably my favorite card. It's a crazy card, man. It's a crazy card. 2 goalkeeping stats to improve his jump, right? Because we don't need to improve his passing. My favorite card just because I didn't even give him additional skills and I need to. But he just because he has 85 speed and 91 acceleration, he's a nuisance in the middle of the park. It's impossible to get past him, man. With this dribbling, he has actually decent dribbling as well to carry the ball. But with these stats, he's just like he's a nuisance and he is very springy. He has great jump and he's winning headers as well, surprisingly. But I need to give him like aerial superiority, heading, and yeah, I just don't have GPs for that. This Rijkaard is very solid as well, so this would be the progression. I gave him trackback as well, additionally. I think, and I gave him like 1 additional skill. Let's see. Yeah, I gave him a real superiority so he can win. Like he's solo already, he doesn't need that, but I gave him just in case. This is Maldini build, and it's a solid defender. Look, this team is crazy, man. And this is where we gave him some additional skills. Tomiyasu build looks like this. I didn't retrain him, I think it's the same build. And this is the build for Bergomi, also very solid. I didn't retrain him. So you catch my drift, right? It's just like you need to give your defenders 95-ish defense awareness as the other starts plus 90 plus, and then you play around with physicality 85 plus, and then everything else in speed and acceleration, so that people cannot run away from your defenders, man. Because sometimes you need to chase them. Not only positioning is important. This is Romario, Fario. This is Totti. I need to give him additional skills, but I improved his pace now. He's 85 space. The Nielsen, this is an old Brazilian card, but it's fantastic. I gave him actually a lot of skills. One of my favorite dribbler has fantastic dribbling stat. Look at this. Crazy, man. Tight possession 90, dribbling, and he's crazy fast. 99, 99. If there's a speed improvement, yeah, 98, 99. Crazy. And he's a super sub. Crazy super sub for me. Valverde, need to give him some additional skills. This is the player build. And this is Neymar, already shown you that. Here you go. Appreciate it. $20 donor from Abdullah again. Crazy, man. You're spoiling me, man. So this is the Neymar build. Let me continue, end up with this build. People requested me to show my build, so there you go. This is Snyder. Solid card. I gave him some additional skills. And yeah, we're going to be trying to get Hamas now. Hamas is definitely him, man. So these are the additional skills on Wesley Snyder. And there's N'Golo Kante. Player progression for him looks like this. And I need to give him additional skills. I gave him like aerial superiority. This Cannavaro, I should be starting him. Like there is no reason to bench him. He's phenomenal, man. And this is a build of Kaká. Another phenomenal card. Like if I didn't have so many Blitz Curlers, I would be probably starting Kaká. Abdullah, crazy, man.
Can you
insane.
try to go for James Showtime, please?
Yes, sir. Of course I can. This is what I got, exactly what I'm going to be doing. Putting your donors to good use and making sure that Konami eats well. And yeah, this is Ronaldinho. I decided to play on his strengths and improve his dribbling. So that with this build, he gets like 100 tight possession, 97 in dribbling or something, because there's boosters to dribbling. You can test that yourself. And I gave him additional skills. So this Ronaldinho, just as Neymar, like depending on the condition, I either start him or Ronaldinho, and then Sony is there just because of Blitz Curler and I want to test new build. You see? 100, 97, 97, and I gave him additional skills, crazy gamesmanship, so he wins a lot of free kicks after you fail a dribble, for instance. And this is Cafu. This is how Cafu looks. So these are like two teams. One of my like full boosted team and the free team. Hope you enjoy this one. You've seen some parts of like gameplay, so that I experimented. I used that period of like 2 weeks that Konami gave us to try different builds of popular players, free players. So you were given some free players as well. This is where I trained my Messi. Oh, I think I didn't train it yet. Yeah, I'll show you that in a second. This is Dani Olmo. Okay, free Dani Olmo, free Cucurella. I'm gonna be giving Kimmich a build. There are so many ways you can train Kimmich, just like that's the problem. Free Pepe from nominating contract. Also very solid card. I use him on my console account. Some other free cards, like the strips. Look, I have a separate video where I show all of my players' builds. I will be linking that, of course. But this is like some of the recent ones that you could have signed with the football point shop, in the football point shop. And yeah, maybe this Dobek as well. Some people asked me then. I think this is what I think will work. And free Cancelo, just in case if you're signing Cancelo right now, you can sign him with Barca affiliation since he's leaving the team. And free Toni Kroos as well, GP's Toni Kroos, you signing him. This is what I decided to go with. And De Bruyne from this national teams pack, I decided to give him this build. And I got this Havertz as well. Very nice, but it's a player to be card, so... Yeah, some of these cards I'm not using, so I didn't give them the build. Rabiot, I got the free French Rabiot card. And I got Messi from this Argentinian pack, but I decided to discard the other Messi because I got this Messi. Okay, dribbling numbers, right? For my Modric it works. As an attacking midfielder, Modric is great. So this Messi as an attacking midfielder will cook for you. And in fact, eFootball Hub evaluates this card as 102 rated card if trained like that for attacking midfielder or second striker. In fact, second striker position. It's crazy, bro. But look, as an attacking midfielder, you would want to have at least 85 passing, right? So then this shooting can be downgraded and in favor of improving passing. You can maybe play something like this, right? Downgrading speed again, 79, but passing is at least 85. For attacking midfielder, 85 I think is a must. Even though passes are like, I don't know, man. I feel like my Gullit with 84 passing was performing just as good as my 95 passing Piero, you know? This is the downside, like you get in a free card, you're not expecting any miracles here. Where I wanted to talk about my other cards, some of them are free as well on console, and that's where I'm using this Lukaku. Since I signed Jorginho, right? He's a crazy card. I gave him some additional skills. And he's gonna be getting flip-flop from me and maybe one additional skill for defending, like blocker, for instance. Very solid. And I give him additional instruction, deep line. So that him and Rice also has defending and deep line, is helping me to defend easily like this. You can actually see it on console when he's dropping down. Just, you see like he's forming a line of 5 defenders or 4 defenders. In fact, if your if your Trent Alexander-Arnold is pretending like he's a right wing forward. And that happens a lot because I didn't give him any instructions. As an offensive fullback, he's gonna be venturing forward. So that's where Jorginho. This is the build for Jorginho in case you went for Jorginho. A free card from that Arsenal challenge event. Crazy card, man. I really like him. His passes are snappy. And look, just because he has 19 passing maybe, but I also gave him additional skills, I think. Or he has weighted pass by default. Weighted pass is a good skill. And this is a free Lukaku. He is essential in my team just because I really need a player who's gonna be winning all of these headers. Winning a header and laying off that ball to your winger is just like so important, man. And he's tall. I'm gonna be giving him some additional skills, of course. If he doesn't have aerial superiority or heading, I will be giving him that. And this is the free team on my console. I didn't buy any players here, only with saved coins, and I was lucky to get this Xavi Simons. This is the build of Xavi Simons, looking like that. Look, this is not the best manager. He's not giving me the boost, like for instance, the ball control. If I used 88 proficiency manager, it would be 92 ball control, right? This Neymar, I think I need to retrain him, in fact. In fact, I'm going to be doing this like that. I really liked my build on mobile, so I'm going to be giving him the same build here, since I have that opportunity now. This Diaby looks like this. In case you went for the Speedsters pack Diaby, I went for him. Crazy card, very fast, very good at dribbling. And gonna be retraining my Neymar. Player progression, reset player progression, and I'm gonna be giving him another build with 70 finishing, slightly improving it. It's nice. It's just like I realized that I'm still hitting the post with 90, so might as well downgrade it. But I was like very frustrated, and I just decided to give him 85. I think with those points that we give him good speed now, good acceleration, and with the booster, right, he gets 92 speed, 95 acceleration. That possession would have been 90 with an 88 proficiency manager. His finishing would have been 88 as well. But it's just a crazy card. It's just insane card. I just leave him on the bench just because Mbappe is probably a little bit more... I don't know, he's winning headers for me. I can easily start him like this. Okay. And additional skills on this Neymar on over here, I gave a few. Long range curler, one touch pass through passing. Crazy man. He needs a lot of other skills, but this is a nice start. And other players that can be interesting in this one, all of them are player of the weeks. Ruben Neves, in case you got him from the penalty challenge. This is the player progression for Ruben Neves. Same for my mobile account. Rudy, just in case if you got him from the Speedsters pack. This is Rudy. I don't really use him a lot because I feel like I'm not as good on console in terms of defending. Well, I'm woeful on mobile as well. Just like this Rudiger, it's a destroyer. I wanted to see if I'm playing better with 2 build-ups. And yeah, the only other players that are left here are this Modric. I have the same build on my mobile account. Copy that, very nice. Solid, can defend, can run. 80-80 in speed acceleration, not a joke. He's gonna be covering a lot of ground for you. Needs trackback. Like I gave trackback to Jorginho. Additional skills on Jorginho looking like this. And yeah, just double touch. I gave him double touch. I need flip-flop as well. And this is pretty much it. Other cards, already I've shown you the builds on my mobile account. So yeah, these are builds for these important players. Crazy team, bro. It's insane team, and many people ask why I don't play 3 attackers. Just because in this team I can actually have a nice layout. I'm not leaving anyone behind, and even then I have like Mbappe and Vini on the bench, and they're crazy good. It's very nice.